It is the day that we've all been waiting for, which is the release of the Primal of Blood and Bone by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I have been waiting years for this book because the way that Poppy and Cass's story just ended on that cliffhanger and we didn't know what was gonna happen for years, now we finally get to continue it. Also, like, look at the size of this then. Like, this is a huge book. So, just a bit of a warning that I will be talking about all of the events that have happened in From Blood and Ash as well as Flesh and Fire, but there will not be spoilers for this book, The Primal of Blood and Bone. But there will be spoilers for everything else. So if you haven't read those, then maybe you want to read those, but if you like spoilers, I mean, you're gonna get them in this video, except for the book that we're reading right now. So I'm really excited to read this book. I have the highest expectations you could possibly imagine, and I think it's going to be really cool because I know originally this book was supposed to be the final book of Poppy and Cass, but turns out, no, it's not. There's actually going to be more, and I think it's because, like, again, this book is massive and there's still more story to tell, which I'm so excited about. And so I imagine that this book, Poppy's finally going to wake up, and we are going to get more interaction with, like, the gods that are waking up after their big, like, stasis. We're gonna get more involvement with Sarah and Ash. Like, the stories are going to collide. Colas is gonna obviously play a really big part in this. Like, Poppy's obviously Satoria, so, like, there's gonna be all of that. Like, she probably doesn't even realize that, but she's gonna wake up. She's gonna be all, like, primal magic cool. It's gonna be so good. So honestly, I just really want to read right now, so without further ado, let's just crack this book right open. And if you've been waiting what feels like a century to read this book, go ahead and subscribe because we have earned this, my friends. We have earned this. So I'm more than 100 pages, pretty much 200 pages into the Primal of Blood and Bone, and here are my thoughts so far. Also, I'm like sick right now, so I'm not as high energy as I usually am, and I am not standing at this moment, so enjoy the nice different background that you don't usually get while I talk about books. This book, oh my goodness. I am so obsessed with this book. I'm so obsessed. Like, it literally just jumps straight into the action and you're just like, whoa, okay, here we go, gotta hold on because off for the ride. And it's like, oh, it's so good. And some of the reveals that have already happened are so good. And then you get the characters like that we've known and we love and all of the stuff from Flesh and Fire that are finally, like, starting to kind of trickle their way in, just as I imagined that they would. And it is so amazing. It's so good. I did forget kind of how obsessive Cass can be when it comes to Poppy. Like, he doesn't think logically. It's just sometimes it's too much. Sometimes it's just too much for me, and I'm like, calm down, please, Cass. Like, Kieran is helping here. Like, Kieran is kind of, like, setting the tone. Like, stop fighting every single person. Like, yeah, there's something in a spot that people shouldn't be looking at. Yeah, but, like, doctors do that all the time. It's fine. But also, I know that I would honestly, like if I was in the book world, like, I would love a character that burns the world down for me. Like, destroy your enemies for me, please. Like, in the real world, obviously, Cass would be like, you wouldn't probably want to be with someone that, like, obsessive and frankly kind of controlling and possessive and stuff. But in the book world, it's like low-key kind of hot, but it's also, like, low-key kind of annoying at the same time, but it's also, like, hot, and I'm very conflicted about it, but I kind of like it, but I also kind of hate it. But yeah, obviously I don't want to spoil anything, and there's not much I can tell you about it except that it's really, really good. And you're getting two POVs. You're getting Poppy's POV and you're getting Cass's POV, which is perfect because there's stuff that's happening with Poppy and there's stuff that's happening with Cass. And then like the way that Colas is playing a part in this book, that's how I feel. Like, this is so good, and I love where it's going. I love some of the reveals and like the floating teeth. Like there's so much amazing stuff happening, and this book is like so far so worth the wait because it's just everything. It is everything. So I am going to continue to read, rest during the time as well, which is the worst. Like, I've been waiting for this book for like 3 years, and the day it comes out, I'm able to read a little bit, and then the next day I'm like, huh, get that whatever I've caught, which is just annoying. And it's just, come on, like, I could be sick any other time of the year, but come on, Blood and Ash release day? It's not fair. I'm just gonna power through it, and I'm probably gonna make myself sicker, but like, a girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do. So I'm gonna continue to read this book, and I'll update you around the halfway mark, which is huge in comparison. This is like 1,000 pages. Like, it's wow. Which also, can I just say that I love that she releases a soft cover. Like, she doesn't just do a hardcover and you have to wait for the soft cover. No, she does a soft cover and a hardcover, and you can pick whatever one you like. More authors need to do that because I hate hardcovers and I love soft covers. They're so nice and soft. So yeah, anyways, I'm going to continue to read this book, and I'll see you around the halfway mark. So see you then. So I'm definitely a little bit more than halfway through the Primal of Blood and Bone, and this book is so good. I cannot stop thinking about this book. I cannot stop reading this book. The pacing of this book is amazing. There's never a dull moment. Like, I'm like, okay, wait, let me check. 741 pages into the book, and it doesn't feel like I've gone through that many pages. Like, I'm just like, da 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 da. I just keep going and reading, and it's so good. I love that all of the pieces are finally coming together. I love that we're getting more lore, and like, Cole's so creepy and just like, he's gross, and I love it. I love the different kind of like relationships between the characters. Are all of the men in this series incredibly possessive to the point where it's concerning? Absolutely. But for some reason, I'm still eating that up. Like, even though like I personally am like, oh my goodness, like stop. I'm also like, he's like this because he loves her. Like, red flag, I know. And I just think Poppy's just extra cute in this book. It's been a while, like, it's been over 3 years, I think, since her and Cass's story kind of like was the last book, and then it was like the Sarah and Ash stories that came out, that it's like I've just kind of forgotten how cute and shy and innocent she can be at times. And then of course there's times where she's just like kicking butt, and she's like standing up for what she believes in, but then like she's also just like really shy. But then like when Cass is being like annoying or like possessive, and she just like stop it and like pushes him out of the way and is like, okay, this is what we're doing here today. And I like it, and I love how much she cares about everybody, and she's always thinking ahead of like, how can she help people, what can she do about this, and then just like the whole primal stuff, I love it. And then just like the unexpected stuff that's happened with like Cass and Kieran, like that kind of stuff happening, but then that kind of stuff that's happening, if you know, you know. And it's really interesting. It just adds so much more. And then just like we finally get some stuff that was foreshadowed, and now we're really seeing it in action. And I got to say, that scene with Reaver, my heart. If you know, like, you know what I'm talking about, like the first scene, but then like the second scene was just like heartbreaking. I just want to hug Reaver. I don't care if he's just like kind of rude at times and he's always naked for some reason. Like, I just want to hug him and be like, it's okay, Reaver. Like, oh, my poor Reaver butt. And the action scenes in this book, there's so many really great action scenes and so many different creatures and stuff that we're learning about as like the book continues. I will say I was really annoyed at the continents for like a second until I realized like where that was going, and we weren't always going to be in the continents like forever and ever, because I was like, oh come on, like this is gonna ruin everything, but like it didn't ruin it, we're fine. And I really like the different, like I mentioned, the different kind of creatures and stuff, and like the gods and like all these characters that we know and love from Flesh and Fire, that we know them. They're not just names anymore. We know their stories. We know their stories, and we like when we hear about them or if we see characters, it's like, yes, I know who you are. I know your struggles. I know your story. So good. And it's hard not to talk too much about this book because I don't want to spoil it for you, but you can tell from the excitement that I have that this is just such a great book and I'm loving it so much. So I'm going to continue to read this, and I'm going to update you when I finish the book. So I will see you then with my final thoughts and what the overall rating of this book is going to be. But so far, obsessed. So obsessed. It's everything I wanted and more. It's beautiful. I just finished the Primal of Blood and Bone. Oh, my soul, my heart, everything. I'm just, wow. This book, wow. I'm in awe, and like, this was amazing. This was an incredible addition to the series, and like, everything that just happened in the way that this book ended. I'm shook. I literally just finished this book. I'm like, what? This book is definitely a hunk-a-lunk, right? Like, it's over 1,000 pages, at least in the softcover version, and it is huge, but this does not feel like a big book at all. Like, I want more. I need more. I need more. This book was not long enough. I need more. And I'm just like, I'm so, geez, that ending. There's gonna be one more book in the series, and I don't know when it's gonna come out, but I really need it just like right now. I need it now. Oh my goodness, this, oh boy, so yeah, good book. As you can tell, my brain isn't even working because I'm just like so wowed out, and like so many things happened in this book. I literally yesterday when I was reading, something big happened and I like stood up and was like, what? No way. And this whole book did that over and over and over, and it was just so good, and the pacing was amazing. The spice was perfect. Like, it wasn't like too much spice and it wasn't like too little spice. It was like a really good balance of it, and like the different characters and being able to get Cass's point of view and Poppy's point of view and like all of this stuff, and so good. And all of the plot twists in this book and the foreshadowing, holy wow. Like, I know that if I was to reread the series, I would see just how perfectly she has planned stuff. Like, with the ending of how this one, like the way that this book ended, I can see where all that foreshadowing came from way, way long ago. And it's like, what? Like, this is so good. And these books, it's so impressive and they're so well done. And honestly, like, this book, it's like the feeling I had when I read this series for the first time. It's the feeling I had when I read Kingdom of Ash. It's the feeling that I had when I read A Court of Thorns and Roses for the first time. Like, this is such an amazing book, and it's such a perfect part to the series and the way that everything like lines up and all the characters that you meet and like you kind of know, and I have a lot of feelings. So many feelings. I need the next book. I need it, I need it, I need it. And I feel like that's all I can really say about this, because like you have to read it to really understand the emotions and the turmoil that like I've just gone through reading this book. Oh wow, that was a time. This was such a good time. I had a wonderful time. It was the best week of my life. So yeah, I don't know when the next book will be out, but I'm just like wow in my soul. So today we are going to be awarding the Primal of Blood and Bone a total of 5 stars. Honestly, did you expect anything less? Based on my reaction, like, this hit so good. This is like what romantasy is all about. It's so well done. Poppy's just so adorable. Cass was kind of annoying, like extra annoying in this book, but he was also hot at the same time, so like it kind of leveled out, if that makes sense. And of course, like my boys Kieran and Delano and like all those other characters, it's like, oh yeah, want to give them nice big hugs. I would love to touch like Delano's, how do you say it? I know there's like a pronunciation in here, but you know what I mean. I would love to just pet his fur. He seems like he has the best fur ever. I'm like, what? I want to pet his fur. And like, oh, it's just so good. And all these characters feel so real. And this world is so well thought out. It's so impressive. And I'm so obsessed with this. Best than ever. Had such a wonderful time with this book. So I'm not emotionally ready to read another like book that requires hardcore emotions, thought, and like all that. I need a brain cleanser before I can do that. So the brain cleanser that I'm going to be reading, which is the next book that I'm going to be reading, is The Heartbreak Hotel. This is like kind of a cozy literary fiction about like 2 people who go to this heartbreak hotel. It looks like a cute romance, and I just need something to like cleanse my brain of blood and ash, because that was such an amazing time, and I'm just like so if you're interested in watching me read The Heartbreak Hotel or any other book that happens to be on my Never Ended TBR, or really any video that's related to books and what's happening in the book community, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already, because I love to talk about books and I love to share book stuff with people who also love books. So if that's you, you're in the right place. So yeah, with that, I'm going to wish you warm wishes and fish kisses, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!